The planet Raven 4 was dry and quiet. Winds blew red dust across the rocks. The human base sat on top of a wide plateau, surrounded by nothing but hills and sky. For weeks there had been no problems. The soldiers there were relaxed, waiting for new orders. Among them was a young soldier named Cole. He was known for staying calm and helping others during hard times. That day started like any other. Cole was checking the security gates when the alert light turned on. A small alien shuttle was landing nearby unannounced. "That's not one of ours," said the guard beside him. The shuttle touched down smoothly, its silver sides shining in the sunlight. A few human officers ran outside to greet it, weapons ready but lowered. The hatch opened, and out stepped someone no one expected. She was tall, with pale blue skin and silver hair tied in a smooth braid. Her outfit was elegant, not built for war, but for peace. Her eyes scanned the area before she slowly walked forward. Her hands raised slightly to show she had no weapon. "I am Serenia of the Thalora Empire," she said in perfect English. The soldiers looked at each other, surprised. "I am here for Cole Martin." Cole stepped forward, confused. "I'm Cole. What's this about?" Serenia looked at him directly and said, "My mother sent me to marry you." The silence that followed was heavy. A few soldiers even dropped what they were holding. Cole blinked. "I think you've got the wrong person." "No," she replied. "My mother is the Empress of Thalora. She said I must find you." The base commander, Major Rains, stepped in quickly. "Let's take this inside. We need to talk." Inside the command room, everyone sat down, but Serenia stayed standing. Her voice was clear and steady as she explained the reason for her visit. A year ago, during the border conflict, this man, Cole Martin, saved over 50 Thalaran civilians when his unit could have left. He disobeyed a retreat order to protect them. My mother remembers. In Thalaran law, such an act means a life debt has been formed. Cole leaned back in his chair. "I didn't do it for a reward." "I know," Serenia said. "That's why she chose you." Major Rains looked at Cole. "Is this true? You never reported that." Cole shrugged. "It wasn't about glory. It was just the right thing to do." Serenia added, "In my culture, to honor such bravery, we offer a bond, sometimes even marriage, to build unity between our worlds." Cole rubbed his forehead. "You can't just come here and say we're getting married. That's not how humans do things." "I understand," she replied softly. "I only followed orders, and my heart." The room was quiet again. No one knew what to say next. Outside the meeting, the soldiers whispered. Some joked. Others watched with curiosity. An alien woman showing up to marry a soldier? It felt like a story from an old movie. But to Cole, it was not a joke. It was real, and it was just beginning. After the strange meeting ended, Cole walked out of the command center with too many thoughts in his head. The other soldiers stared at him as he passed. Some were laughing softly, others looked confused. Cole ignored them. He needed fresh air. Serenia was waiting outside. She stood near the base wall, her hands gently folded in front of her. She didn't smile, but she didn't look angry either. Cole walked up to her. "So, this is real?" "Yes," she answered. "It is. You know I'm just a soldier, right? I'm not rich or important. I live in a small room and I eat food from a box." Serenia nodded. "I know all that. I read your record. I also saw the video of what you did last year. My people were trapped in that village. You stayed behind while others left. You gave them food, carried the wounded, and didn't ask for thanks." Cole looked away, feeling awkward. "It wasn't anything special." "To me it was," she said softly. They stood there in silence for a moment. Then Cole said, "I can't marry someone I just met." Serenia looked at him calmly. "I understand. My mother gave the order, but I came here on my own. I wanted to see what kind of person you are. If you say no, I will return home." Cole sighed. "Let's just take this slow. You can stay here for now, we'll figure it out." Later that day, Major Rains gave Serenia a guest room inside the officers' quarters. Cole was told to keep an eye on her, not as a guard, but more as a guide. That night, he brought her a warm meal. "This is called stew," Cole said, placing the tray on the table. "Not very fancy, but it'll fill you up." Serenia looked at the bowl, then at the spoon. "How do you eat it?" Cole chuckled. "Here, like this." He showed her how to hold the spoon and scoop the food. She tried carefully, taking a small bite. Her eyes widened. "It's warm and salty." "That's stew," Cole said with a smile. Basic but honest. The next morning, Cole took her on a small tour of the base. Soldiers were busy repairing vehicles, checking weapons, and training. Serenia watched everything with quiet interest. She didn't speak much, but Cole noticed she was learning fast. At the training yard, 2 soldiers were sparring with wooden sticks. Serenia leaned closer. "They're fighting without armor?" "It's practice," Cole explained. "They learn how to defend and attack, but without killing each other." Serenia tilted her head. "We do that too, but with energy blades." "You guys love shiny weapons, huh?" Cole teased. Serenia gave a small smile. "Only when needed." As the day went on, some of the soldiers warmed up to her. They saw she wasn't rude or proud. She asked polite questions and watched everything with curious eyes. Even the cook in the kitchen offered her extra food. That evening, Cole and Serenia sat outside near the wall watching the sunset over the red hills. "I thought this would be harder," Cole said. "But you're not what I expected." Serenia looked at him. "You are also not what I expected." They didn't talk about marriage again that day. But something had changed between them. They were still strangers, but now they were strangers who shared respect. And sometimes that's where everything begins. A few days passed, and things slowly felt normal at the base. Serenia was no longer just the alien girl. People began calling her by name. Some even asked her questions about Thalaran culture. Cole noticed she was trying hard to fit in, even learning a few human jokes. One morning, Cole received orders to check a broken sensor tower out in the dry hills. It was a routine task, nothing serious. He was surprised when Serenia asked to go with him. "It's safe, right?" she asked. "Usually, yes," Cole replied, "but it's also hot, dusty, and boring." "I still want to see more of your world," Serenia said. Major Rains approved it, under the condition that Cole would keep her safe. They left in a small rover with 2 other soldiers and drove across the wastelands. The land was rough, filled with rocks and strange plants. The sky was clear and orange with heat. After an hour of driving, they reached the broken sensor. Cole got out and started checking the wires. One of the soldiers stood watch while the other stayed with the vehicle. Serenia walked slowly around the area, curious about everything. That's when it happened. A sudden flash of light. A sharp sound. The ground shook slightly. "Get down!" Cole shouted, grabbing Serenia and pulling her behind a large rock. Energy. Shots flew through the air. A group of unknown attackers appeared from the ridge above, wearing dark armor and moving fast. "It's an ambush," the other soldier yelled. Cole fired back while protecting Serenia behind the rock. The attackers weren't just raiders. They were trained, organized, and clearly targeting them. "We need to fall back," Cole shouted, pulling out his radio. "Base, this is Patrol Unit Alpha. We are under attack near Sector 9. Request. Backup." No response. The signal was blocked. Suddenly, Serenia stood up beside him, her eyes focused, serious. She pulled a small device from her belt. It flashed, forming a transparent energy shield in front of her. "Stay behind me," she said. "What are you doing?" Cole asked. "I'm not just a diplomat," she replied. "I was trained to defend myself." With calm skill, Serenia moved forward, using the shield to block incoming fire. She threw a small sphere into the air. It burst, releasing a short-range EMP wave that knocked out 2 of the enemy's weapons. Cole and the other soldier used the moment to fight back. One attacker fell, then another. But the enemy was still too many. "We can't stay here," Cole said. "Follow me." They ran to a narrow canyon and found shelter inside. The attackers didn't follow. They retreated for now. Inside the cool shadow of the rocks, the group caught their breath. Serenia looked tired but calm. Her shield was cracked, but she had protected them. Cole turned to her. "You saved us." "So did you," she replied. They spent the night hiding in that canyon. With no signal and low supplies, they had to wait for morning to return. The night was quiet. The stars above were bright and the air was cold. Sitting beside a small fire, Serenia spoke softly. "This world is harsh, but it feels alive." Cole looked at her. "You handled yourself well today. I didn't know you were trained like that." "I didn't come here just to marry a stranger," she said. "I came to see if I could stand beside someone brave." And for the first time, Cole looked at her not as a visitor, but as an equal. The next morning, as sunlight touched the rocks, Cole and Serenia stood at the edge of the canyon watching the sky. Finally, a drone from the base flew over and found their location. Within an hour, a rescue team arrived and brought them back safely. Everyone at the base was relieved. The attack was reported, and new patrols were ordered. Cole and Serenia were checked by the medics. Luckily, neither was badly hurt. Later that day, Major Rains called Cole into his office. "You did good, soldier," the major said. "But that wasn't just a random attack. Our tech team says the signal was jammed by advanced equipment. Someone didn't want you calling for help." "You think it was planned?" Cole asked. Rains nodded. "Someone wanted her out there. Vulnerable. We don't know who yet, but we're investigating." Cole left the office with a heavy heart. He didn't like politics. He was a man of action, not talk. But now he realized Serenia's presence was more serious than he first believed. That evening, Cole found Serenia sitting alone on the roof of the base, looking at the stars. He walked over and sat beside her. "You okay?" he asked. She nodded. "Just thinking." Cole hesitated, then said, "You were brave out there. Smarter than me, too. That shield move saved our lives." Serenia smiled gently. "Thank you." They sat in silence for a moment. Then Serenia spoke again. "Cole, I didn't tell you everything when I arrived." He looked at her. "Go on." "My mother didn't force me to come here. She gave me the option. I made the choice myself." Cole frowned. "Why would you do that? I read about you. Reports, mission logs, and witness accounts. You were just a soldier, but you risked everything to protect people who weren't even human. No one ordered you. You just did it." "I didn't think anyone noticed," Cole said quietly. "I did," Serenia replied. "I thought, if peace between our people ever had a chance, it would start with someone like you." Cole was quiet for a moment, then said, "And the marriage part?" "That was my mother's idea," Serenia admitted. "She believes old customs still have power. But I told her I wouldn't marry anyone I didn't respect. That's why I had to meet you myself." Cole stared at the stars. "I respect you too. You're not what I expected. You're stronger than I thought." Serenia looked at him. "So, where do we go from here?" "We take it slow," Cole said with a small smile. "One step at a time." Suddenly, a loud beep came from Cole's wristband. It was a message from the security room. "Cole, report to command. We found something about the attack." Cole stood up quickly. "I have to go." Serenia rose too. "I'll come with you." In the command center, the tech officer played back footage from a hidden drone near the ambush site. The video showed a group of well-armed aliens setting up the attack, but their armor was not from any known enemy faction. They used fake markings, the tech said, to hide who they really are. Serenia stepped closer to the screen. Her expression darkened. "These aren't just rebels," she said. "They are part of a secret Thalaran group. My mother once warned me about them." Cole looked at her. "So, someone from your own people wants to stop this peace, and maybe stop you." Serenia nodded slowly. "Yes, and now I'm sure I can't return home until this is over." Cole met her eyes. "Then we face it together." The base grew tense in the following days. After the ambush in the wastelands, everyone was more alert. Patrols were doubled and soldiers trained longer. But the biggest change wasn't outside, it was inside the base. The communication systems had started acting strangely. Messages were delayed, data went missing, and sometimes the system completely shut down for a few minutes. The tech team worked hard to fix it but couldn't find the cause. Then one night, an officer found something strange, a signal spike from the guest wing where Serenia was staying. The report reached Major Rains immediately. By morning, whispers had spread through the base. Some soldiers began to look at Serenia differently. She noticed it, the cold stares, the quiet talking when she walked past. Even in the dining area, where people once greeted her kindly, now they avoided her. Cole was furious when he found out. "She's not a spy," he told Rains. "She was with me during the ambush. She nearly died helping us." "We're not accusing her yet," the major replied. "But something is going on, and it started after she arrived." That night, Cole went to Serenia's room. He knocked, gently, and she opened the door. Her face was calm, but her eyes looked tired. "You heard?" he asked. "I did," she said softly. "They think I caused the damage." "You didn't, right?" he said quickly. She gave a small smile. "No, but someone wants it to look that way." Cole sat down on the chair. "Who would do that?" Serenia took a deep breath. "The group from the ambush, the hidden Thalaran faction. They don't want this marriage or peace. If they can make humans doubt me, it breaks everything." Cole stood. "Then we find proof, we clear your name," Serenia nodded. "But we must be careful. They may have someone inside the base." The next day, Cole and Serenia visited the tech room. With permission from Rains, they checked the system logs. One line of code caught Serenia's eye. It was written in ancient Thalaran script, something only a few people in the galaxy would understand. "This script is rare," she said. "Only royal guards and old noble houses use it." Cole leaned in. "Then we trace it." With the help of the tech officer, they followed the source. It led to a storage room in the lower level of the base. Inside, hidden in a broken wall panel, they found a small transmitter device, the cause of the signal spikes. Cole called Rains immediately. The major brought security and had the device removed. When scanned, the device showed Thalaran tech, but not from Serenia. The ID chip belonged to a diplomat who had visited the base months ago. "This was planted," Cole said, "to make it look like Serenia's doing." Rains looked at Serenia with a new expression, one of apology. "We were wrong. Someone tried to frame you." Later that evening, the mood in the base changed again. Soldiers began to greet Serenia kindly once more. Some apologized. The cook even gave her double dessert. Cole found her sitting under the same night sky. "You okay now?" he asked. "I'm better," she replied. "But I've learned something." "What's that?" "Peace isn't just words on paper, it takes trust, and trust is hard to earn when others try to break it." Cole nodded. "But you earned mine." They sat quietly, side by side. The stars above them were the same as before. But now their bond was stronger, built not by orders or duty but by trust and truth. A week later, the base on Raven 4 prepared for a special event. The Empress of Thalora was arriving to finalize the peace treaty and possibly attend the marriage ceremony between Serenia and Cole. The landing area was cleaned, banners were placed, and guards stood in shiny armor. Everyone looked serious. This was more than a visit. It was history. Cole stood in his room, fixing the front of his clean uniform. He looked in the mirror and sighed. "I'm not ready for this," he whispered. A knock came at the door. It was Serenia, dressed in a beautiful white and silver robe. She looked calm, but her eyes were heavy with thought. "You look royal," Cole said. "You look nervous," Serenia replied with a soft smile. Cole nodded. "Because I am." "Are we really doing this? A wedding? Just to show peace?" Serenia stepped closer. I've been thinking the same. My mother wants the world to see unity, but I don't want a marriage just for politics. Cole looked into her eyes. So what do we do? We wait, she said. If it doesn't feel real, we don't go through with it. Cole nodded slowly. Deal. Outside, the Empress arrived with her guards. She was tall, graceful, and powerful in presence. Her robe was layered with jewels, and her voice echoed as she greeted the base commander. When she saw Serenia, her expression softened. My daughter, you look strong. Serenia bowed. Thank you, Mother. The Empress turned to Cole. You protected my people. You defended my daughter. I thank you with respect. Cole saluted politely. It was the right thing to do. Preparations for the ceremony continued. Guests gathered in the courtyard. Cameras were set up to send the event to both human and Thalaran worlds. Peace seemed close. But just before the ceremony could begin, an explosion shook the base. Smoke rose from the lower levels. Alarms blared. Soldiers ran in all directions. Cole grabbed Serenia and pulled her behind cover. The Empress was rushed into a safe chamber by her guards. This wasn't random, Serenia said. They're attacking again. Cole checked his wrist unit. Emergency signal jammed. Same trick as before. Another blast hit the east wall of the base. A group of enemy fighters, wearing the same armor from the ambush, broke through. They're after the Empress, Serenia said. We can't let that happen, Cole replied. Come on. Together they ran through smoke and debris. Cole took down 2 attackers with quick shots. Serenia used her shield again, blocking blasts and covering Cole's back. In the command room, Rains and the guards were trying to protect the Empress, but the attackers were pushing closer. Cole and Serenia arrived just in time. With teamwork, they pushed the attackers back. Serenia faced one of the enemy leaders, a tall warrior who knew her by name. You think joining with a human makes you strong? The warrior shouted. No, Serenia answered, raising her shield. Trust makes me strong, and he's earned it. She blocked his attack, then Cole tackled him to the ground. Together, they ended the fight. When the smoke cleared, the Empress stood calmly. You have shown courage, she said. Later that night, after the fire was put out and the base was safe again, the ceremony was called off. We don't need a wedding today, Serenia told her mother. We need truth. The Empress nodded. Then the choice is yours. Cole and Serenia stood outside once more, side by side under the stars. This was never just about marriage, Cole said. No, Serenia whispered. It was about something deeper. The day after the attack, the base felt quiet but full of new hope. The Empress had made her decision clear. She would no longer force Serenia into marriage. It was a choice for Serenia to make on her own. Cole found Serenia standing near the edge of the base, watching the red sun rise over the hills. She looked peaceful but deep in thought. Good morning, Cole said softly as he approached. Serenia turned and smiled. Good morning, Cole. They stood side by side, watching the colors change from deep red to soft orange. I have something to tell you, Serenia began. Cole looked at her, waiting. My mother understands now that true peace can't be forced by law or ceremony, she said. It has to come from the heart. Cole nodded. I'm glad she sees that. Serenia looked at him closely. And I have made my choice. Cole's heart beat faster. What choice? I could return home. I could live by their rules and forget this place, she said. But I won't. I choose to stay. Cole's eyes widened. Stay? Here, on Raven 4? Serenia nodded. With you. Not because my mother told me to, but because I want to. Cole smiled, feeling a warmth inside. He hadn't expected. Why? He asked. Because you showed me what kindness looks like, Serenia replied. Because you protected me when I needed it most. And because I believe together, we can build something new, something real. Cole reached out and took her hand, gently. Then let's take that first step together. The two stood there, hands linked, watching the sun climb higher. Around them, The base was coming back to life, soldiers preparing for the future. Over the next weeks, Serenia learned more about human ways and Cole learned more about her world. They shared stories, laughter, and even quiet moments under the stars. The other soldiers began to accept Serenia not just as an alien visitor, but as a friend, and for some, as a symbol of hope. One evening, as the stars shone bright above, Serenia whispered to Cole, "I never thought I would find trust in a stranger. But you made me believe in more than duty and honor. You made me believe in us." Cole smiled and pulled her close. "I never thought I would find someone like you. Someone who makes me want to be better." In that moment, the walls between two worlds felt smaller. It was not about politics or orders or forced traditions anymore. It was about two people, choosing each other, freely, and that choice was the strongest bond of all.